Hey Matt,
Hi.
so tell the story about what do you have in your hand there?
Well, I'll show you what it is in a second, but right now it's just a watermelon. And so the other day, I was coming back from my landscaping gig over at a garden in Woodside. And they grow more than they know what to do with, so sometimes we get to take some stuff home. They have 6 chickens, and hens I should say, and they also have watermelon patches, tomatoes, all that good stuff. So there was a spare watermelon that I got the green light to go ahead and take home, and that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one laid egg today, or the other day, and I took it home because I really wanted a hard-boiled egg when I got back home. And nothing's better than farm fresh. So, I was on my way back home, and I was driving down just over here, down an alleyway on the back of a strip mall. Every time I come home from the job, I always take that same route. So I was going down the alleyway, and the speed limit was about 15 miles an hour, so I was just kind of creeping along. And there was a parking garage at the kind of end of the street. And this guy shot out right in front of me, just like 1 or 2 yards ahead of me. And he had a stop sign and everything, you know, and I didn't even have time to honk. I just like reacted by slamming on the brakes really hard. And I came to a stop from about 15 miles an hour to 0 to prevent like totaling his little Honda.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I had this egg in my straw hat that I use to protect my face from the sun when I'm out there working. And it was sitting on the floor of the passenger seat, and I had this watermelon sitting on the passenger side cushion seat where you know people normally sit. It was just hanging out right next to me. So I slam on the brakes, and everything just flies forward. So the watermelon I come to a complete stop, and at that same moment I see my watermelon roll off and fly off my seat and land perfectly, like it was like the size of my head, fit perfectly into my hat, and I heard this loud and I was like, oh no. I'm gonna have egg in my hat. I just wanted a hard-boiled egg when I get back home, and it was just like my heart was broken. And so I get out of the car and I grab the watermelon, pick it up, and what do I find? I find this. And I was kind of blown away, but at the same time I was like, okay, well, maybe the egg is broken on the other side. And so I brought it inside and I kind of peeled this fissure that it made open a little bit more to take it out. And it turns out that the egg is actually perfectly intact, and it left this crater inside the watermelon. This is not a trick. This was a bizarre coincidence of the universe, and who pulled out in front of me made me slam on my brakes. I was angry. He broke my egg, and I come back, and something that I don't think most you know physics people could even explain, but this egg versus this watermelon, and this watermelon lost.
Yeah.
And this egg was not hard boiled, completely soft on the inside, laid fresh that day, and it survived this watermelon coming crashing down on it. So I don't know if the straw hat played a role. I don't know if this egg rocked a certain way, but that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.